Good Sunday evening, everybody. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network and our live coverage of the Mars Beardsconsin Pavement Mini Stock Series at Southern National tonight. Just a few days before everybody takes the big long holiday break. We'll be taking it as well on Wednesday or Tuesday and Wednesday. But, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I guess, because those series are all off this week. Tuesdays this week, next week, and Wednesdays this week, next week on bye weeks. It just so happened that these boys wanted to race tonight. They will not be racing next Sunday. And the Aces Up guys didn't want to race this Sunday, but will be racing next Sunday. So, kind of a flipper-flopper deal. DSRL definitely racing both this Monday and next as they wrap up season number 24, I believe. So you got to be around to check that out. But tonight, business as usual for some of our drivers. The Marvin Turnmeyers, the Adam Vinnies, Scott Benninger, Jeff Brunner. Both of the Connors are here. Both of the Sheminskys. 18 drivers in all. They should be going to their... Yeah, they should be going into their drivers' meeting. It should just... any second now. And then we'll get ready for heat races. And the big 35-lap A main here in just a little bit. Happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. A cheeky Kwanzaa. Whatever you celebrate. Make sure that you are safe and sound when you are doing it, especially next week, but this week for sure. And that if you have family around, that you spend plenty of quality time with them. Make sure you introduce them to the Dirt Racing Network and the Digital Sim Sports Network. Mr. Peter, boy, you know, that is an easy way to be in Tulsa all by yourself in a couple of weeks, buddy. I'm just going to put it out there. Just going to say that I am about positive that I will be there on Monday the 6th for ROC night. I may have company with me. We'll have to see how that goes. You do. You do, Tiny Dancer. Did you figure out your issue? I hope you did. Oh, you're not going to make it down? Oh, that sucks, man. I was ready to see you. Thank you, Jane, Bill, Barbara, for the wishes. I appreciate that. Same back to you guys. Just about a minute here. And these guys will be getting ready to get out here and spin these laps at Southern National. Neat little track. Fun little track. Good. I hope you get that fixed really soon because I'd like to see that whole deal go forward for you. So get that fixed, man. Be a perfect situation, my friend. No Tiny Dancer on the racing surface tonight, folks. I'm going to make myself laugh, but he's on daddy duty. My favorite. Yeah, that sucks, man. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to any of the big stuff this year. Pretty sure we're not. I think we've got enough other stuff going on this year that, and hopefully the real race team's going to race more. But I don't think I'm going to be headed out to anything up north or anything out east. We're going to kind of keep it close to home. We may catch a World Outlaw show or a high limit show if they're nearby, but as of right now I'm not even sure I've seen a schedule where they are nearby. So it is what it is. We'll make it work. It's kind of how we do it. Qualifying, everybody getting ready for that. We got guys rolling out. Let's go and see. There's the old 77 machine of Sean McLaughlin. We hadn't seen him in a hot minute racing. And I was wondering if maybe work and everything else might have taken him away, or if he just was taking a break. So it's good to see him back. Yeah, I'm not going to any of that stuff. I mean, up that way. But if we do decide to head that way, I may holler at you and let you know. Right now, I think as far away as I'm going to go for any kind of race is probably KC Mo. So try to go up and watch our man KR. I gave his sponsorship money away today, so I got to figure out how to get that back. Andrew Rutherford, the quickest thus far. McLaughlin's 7th. We just watched. He drops to 8th right there. I go watch the 90 of Joey Connor. Where's Dylan Connor? Dylan Connor, he's on the track. Yeah, he's 11th quick on his first lap. And he's about to complete lap 2. There he goes. We'll see where that moves him to. Of course, it moves him to the top of the charts at 15.99. He is 4 100ths better than Andrew Rutherford, his teammate right there, 17th quick on lap number 1. We'll see if he improves on lap 2. Andrew Shemensky just chimed in at 6th quick. Jacob Schmutz is out here. We'll go check on Pete Dillon. Joey Connor goes up to the 4th spot. About a 10th off of Dillon's time. So about 16:09 for him. Pete Dillon. First time around. Going to post that time. Let's jump him up to 2nd quick. 16:01, just barely off your pole sitter. Can he pick up what most guys have picked up on lap number 2? Cross the stripe. 16:01 the first time. 16:07 on lap number 2. So very consistent, but he will time in 2nd quick. That is unfortunate for him. I think there's some bonus points involved in that. I'm sure he wanted those. But Dylan Connor, your quick qualifier for the evening. Dylan, Rutherford, Oxford, Connor out of the top 5. Pierce, Vinny, both Shemensky's back-to-back, Andrew and John. Turnmeyer, Penn, Perry, Bittinger, Eddie, McLaughlin, Schmutz, and then the 2 runners, John and Jeff. Oh, Reed Rundle. Running race control tonight. Not racing, but he is in a race control. Couldn't stay away. We knew he couldn't. So. Let's get ready. Get down here. Look at our starting grid for our first heat. It's going to be the 16 of Marvin Turnmeyer with the 64 of Adam Vinny on our front row. Our second row, DJ Oxford, the 22. Dylan Connor in the 91. He'll start outside that second row. The inside of row 3 is the 69 of Scott Bittinger. And then the 7 of Jacob Schmutz tonight. And not going to be on the back will be the 43. He just ain't going to be there, folks. We'll have 3 heats. It'll be 6 cars each and every time. Good looking back through the rest of that field. Hey, Mikey, you going to get your brother to go races with you? Or is he still chained to the house? I would imagine he is with that new baby. Now, wait a minute. The 43 car gridded out? What in the world? But the 43 car not all painted up. There he goes. I figured he would. He just was trying to get these guys to go ahead and roll. If he would just disqualify himself, he'd make that go a lot faster. But that's something that you live and you learn. I get kicked out of rooms all the time. You don't get kicked out. You just can't really get on the track. You can do everything else. You just can't get on the track. So, all right, 6 cars. Are we going to get a second pace lap here? It looks like it. Got the engine heat lap. Now we'll get the formation lap. We'll get ready to kick them off green. Hello, Paula. Paula over on YouTube We've seen everybody everywhere. Man, guys, thank you for chiming in. We know that we're streaming to every platform. We love it. Pace car is out of the way. The green flag falls, and Adam Vinny on the outside of that front row. Man, did he get a good start. He might have got too good a start because he got Connor to go with him, and now Turnmeyer is going to be in a battle. And the battle's not going to last long because Connor is going to go right on by. Down the front stretch, you can see him shifting and wiggling around on the cold tires. Vinny and Connor 1-2. Turnmeyer in third. Oxford's trying to work up the inside, and they're going to make contact. We're going to have our first caution. Oh, nobody hits the fence. Look at that. Here we go. We'll catch him out of 2 coming up the back stretch. I think it's just a matter of car high. Yep. A little tight coming off for the 22. Man, Marvin Turnmeyer. That was a heck of a break right there. He did not cream the inside wall. So they'll catch back up. Tap out rule for the 22. He is going to fall to the back. He'll let the 16 around. They'll get back in line. It's still Vinny Connor, Schmutz, Bittinger, Turnmeyer, then Oxford. And DJ Oxford, I don't really think there was any malicious intent there. I think car got a little tight coming off the corner. He got into that left rear fender, and there was not a whole lot left to say or do. Marvin Turnmeyer is going to get light on the rear end. The car's going to come right around on him. He didn't hit the inside wall. All he did was shave a few miles off of those tires. Do not be afraid to say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. If you got a favorite driver, shout them out. YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo. Subscribe. And over on Facebook, like, share, and follow. You'll know every single time we go live. 9 times a week. For the foreseeable future. I don't know how long that's going to last, guys. We like our time off sometimes just to sit, relax. Pace car out of the way. We're going to get another one of these restarts. I'll tell you what, the outside is on it. Both times so far, the outside row has been perfect on restarts, and this time it's Dylan Connor. And at this point, everybody's just racing for second now. And contact behind. Schmutz and Bittinger get a little fender-to-fender action going on right there. Tell you what, Adam Vinny. Oh, Adam Vinny. Big problems for Vinny. He's going to save the car, but he's going from second to 6th. He got up alongside Connor, and the same thing that happened to Oxford and Turnmeyer happened to him. Car got a little tight. Now we got another little tappity-tap. And we'll go back and we'll watch this. Bittinger's been sliding it off the corners, and I think the same thing happened to Jacob Schmutz. Car just comes up the hill a little. Yep, he touched the apron, and the car shot up the hill. Man, nobody is hitting the walls here. That is fantastic. Nobody bumpy and humpy on the wall. So Connor, Schmutz, Turnmeyer, Oxford, Vinny, Bittinger is the running order. We'll probably get one to go this time. All right, looks like our lights might be off on the pace car. We could be wrong. They are still on. Just couldn't see them from that angle. Who's having a big Christmas this year? We have elected to not. We're We're going to have, I think, most of the family over for brunch on New Year's Eve. And then everybody's going to do their own thing on Christmas. All right. Pace car's out of the way. Green flag. And once again, that outside line is going to be the line that gets a fantastic start. It's Jacob Schmutz. Can he get the power down, grab the lead, and keep Connor behind him? Connor knows how to go just hard enough. He's really good at managing things, but he is very aggressive when he needs to be. And right now, it looks like he wants to be as we're coming around. It's going to be one to go this time, and it's Connor out in front. Schmutz second, Turnmeyer. Then Vinny and Oxford side by side. And Adam Vinny trying to recover from a spin just a few laps ago. He had just given up the lead and then tapped the leader. Now pulling alongside on the white flag lap. Trying to get third spot away from Turnmeyer, and he's going to get it. Connor, Schmutz, then Vinny, then Turnmeyer sideways across the line. Oxford fifth and Bittinger rounding things out. All right. Lineup for Heat 2 is going to be the 52 of Colin Penn and Andrew Sheminski in the 53 on the front row. Joey Connor, the 90, next to Pete Dillon in the 7. That's your second row. And your third and final row for Heat number 2, Matt Eddy, the 88. John Brunner in the 46. All right, getting rolling around. A couple of pace laps here. One to get a little engine heat in it. The other to get them formed back up before we go to green. Little problem getting the 52 rolling there. He finally got it under power. All right, lights are off on the pace car. That means he will be getting out of the way right down here. And we will get the green flag for Heat number 2 right there at the cone. Perfect. And once again, that outside line going to have a big advantage on starts and restarts. You can see that already. Pete Dillon trying to push his way up behind Sheminski. Sheminski's going to pull to the inside. That's the lead. Now Penn and Dillon side by side, and Dillon was sideways all the way through the corner. Oh, contact. This is the first big parking lot we're going to have. We'll drone this one because this is the leader. Out of 4, lost some momentum. Penn took a peek to the inside. Got in the left rear tire. And that'll roll over that 53 car. We definitely don't want to do that. So waiting to catch up to our pace car. It's going to be Joey Connor going to the front, John Brunner to the second spot, Matt Eddy's up to third, and then Colin Penn will move back, and I'm pretty sure he's going to move all the way to fifth because Dillon and Sheminski, well, maybe not. Sheminski did not pit. Nope, now he'll go around. Okay. I thought maybe with the damage he might have elected to stay behind, but he is going to move into that fourth spot. Colin Penn will restart in fifth. Pete Dillon went to pit road, and apparently he is going to hang out right there. I didn't think he had that much damage. Right front's pretty crushed on that car, so it was worse than it looked. final heat race. They'll have a little bit of warm-up time, and then we'll get ready to go green for a 35-lap feature. Hope everybody's enjoying the show. The only one this evening. We will not have a second show. Aces Up is off tonight, but we will have 2 tomorrow night. Do not forget that. 8 Eastern, or 8 Eastern and 9:30 Eastern.
Green flag.
John Brunner, the first car on the outside line to not get the fantastic start. And that could be because the nose of that car has a little damage. I'm not sure. He may be underpowered a little. Going to fight on the high side. I don't know if it's going to work for him. Doesn't look like it. Connor will go to the lead with 5 to go. Eddie looking to be second. Colin Penn has already gotten around Shemensky. He is closing in on John Brunner here. Brunner still pinned to the outside. Now has a space to get down in front of Colin Penn, and he'll take that opportunity and pull down in the 3rd spot. Everybody chasing the 90 car right now. 3 laps to go. Single file. They're all nose to tail. Lap times almost identical all the way back through the field except for Shemensky, who's going to use up some tire life there. Now Colin Penn moved to the inside on Brunner. I think Brunner got a little loose out of 2, and that opened the door. It'll open up the gap between 2nd place Matt Eddy and 3rd place Colin Penn now as we'll come around and get the white flag. And that time Brunner way, way, way out of shape. He's going to go in low, come out high. He's got problems. Shemensky goes back by, but we're on the white flag. Joey Connor gonna hold him off. He's gonna win heat 3. Matt Eddy 2nd. Colin Penn, a nice recovery back to 3rd. Andrew Shemensky 4th. John Brunner 5th, and Pete Dillon will be scored in 6th. So heat racing action in the books. A few minutes of warm up for these boys. Well, maybe not. I thought that was the final heat. What are we doing here? Maybe that was only the 2nd heat. Maybe I'm confused. Let's look real quick. What do you say, folks? Yeah, this is the 3rd heat. We took a minute getting here, I guess. So it's Andrew Perry, the 33, John Shemensky, the 99 on the front row. Your 2nd row, Stephen Pearson, the 24, Andrew Rutherford, the 35. And the back row for the final heat. 77 McLaughlin and the 164 of Jeff Brunner. I want to know where Randy Brunner's at. We haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. All right. Take him around again. Drop the green flag of the next time by. What we got here? Oh, yeah. All right, everybody formed up nice and neat. Pace car's getting out of the way.
Green flag, green flag.
Well, that green flag came quick, and I'll tell you what. Pierce almost had it timed up. He almost gave Perry a shot in the pants right there. Trying to get him started. Perry will grab the lead. First car from the inside row to grab the lead in the heat race. Pierce tucks in behind Sean McLaughlin. He started on the back row, and he is making a bid to try to get 3rd away here from John Shemensky in the 99. He's probably going to get it done. Probably by the end of this lap, he should have that spot secured. He may be a faster car than the 2 in front of him. He's really having to pedal that. That car's getting a little bit out of shape. There's a little contact, a little tire smoke as he slid the right rear. Now he grabs 3rd all to himself. And Shemensky's got a battle with Rutherford. Up the hill he goes. Rutherford, battle at the front. They're going to tippity-tap a little bit. Share a little paint, a little sheet metal action. Stephen Pierce trying to get the job done here. He moved to the inside, and he moved Perry up the hill. They touch for the 3rd or 4th time now. Perry not giving up. He is going to run the outside hard. They're still battling beside us. Sheminsky moves back to the inside of Rutherford right there. Top three have got it settled out. We'll watch this battle for 4th and 5th. Still side by side. Rutherford's got a little bit more momentum right now, and he is going to go right back to 4th. They have stayed tucked in nice and tight. This is a good heat race. Everybody very close together. We're inside 2 to go now. Pierce, Perry, McLaughlin, Rutherford, Sheminsky, and then Brunner back just a bit. The white flag coming out. Best heat race of the night right here in heat number 3. Stephen Pierce going to pick up a heat race win. Perry will finish 2nd. Then McLaughlin in 3rd. So McLaughlin started 5th and moved up a couple of spots. Rutherford, Sheminsky, and then Jeff Brunner. And now heat racing action is complete. That is all 18 cars. So they'll have some warm-up. Sean McLaughlin, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man. We got to see the heat racing action. The track looks, well, let's just call it slippery, all over the place. And what do you think the best line is going to be, and how are you going to get yourself to the front tonight?
Yeah, I don't know, Roger. It's definitely loose on exit. I think the key is going to be not burning the right rear tire off of it.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of guys that look like they're sliding a little bit on that right rear, and they are definitely having a handful the whole time. Would you rather start on the inside or start on the outside?
I'm having a hard time hearing you, Roger. Everybody's talking in the race chat, but yeah, we're going to go out and see what we can do and see if we can keep the right rear tire on it.
All right, man. Well, we're going to wish you good luck. Hopefully we get a chance to talk to you on the podium at the end of this. We'll try to drop you back in your channel, buddy.
Appreciate you, buddy.
That is Sean McLaughlin in the 77. There he is rolling off pit road right there. Got a lot of guys in the race chatter. Got other people in his ear, so let him get a few laps in out here. All right. Short week this week for us. Only show for this evening or right now. We are only about 35 laps away from it being done. Tomorrow night, doubleheader. Round 9 of 10 for Dirt Slingers in there. Monday Night Thunder with the big blocks and the 360 sprint cars. Then we will be off until Friday unless something crazy happens and we get a phone call about some big event. We want everybody to enjoy your Christmas Eve, your Christmas Day. And then come back and see us on Friday night. Next Sunday, we'll have the late show with the Aces Up SimSport Pro Challenge guys. And then the doubleheader on Monday. And then once again, off until Friday for New Year's Eve. That week, we definitely want you guys to be careful, be smart. Give the keys to somebody else, or make sure you have a D&D. And come back to us the following week, the first week of January. ERA will be back. Midwest Truck Series, both Sunday night shows and the Friday night show. Dirt Slingers will be off for a couple of weeks, so will Netcode Esports as their Mighty Midget Series retools, regroups, and gets ready to go. So we'll have plenty of action. Just make sure that you like, share, and follow, or that you subscribe, and you'll know when you can come and say hi. Don't forget to go by the Facebook page. The pin post at the top. Check the link out. Dirt Racing Network swag. T-shirts for order over there. Lots of great colors, and you can get yours. It's shipped direct to you. All right. 45 seconds, and it'll be time for our big feature. It's good to see the car count back up here. They've been down to around 12 to 13 cars for a couple of weeks, and now the car count back up. Last couple of weeks. I know they're already talking about what they're going to do for next season. What car, what tracks, all those things. So we'll be ready for these guys to be back with us. Through the spring on Sunday nights, we know. We'll see what they do for the summer. All right, that is it. Time has expired, everybody. We'll get ready for our main event tonight. And with the draw, this is how we're going to line them up. It's going to be the 52 of Colin Penn and the 64 of Adam Vinny on our front row. Your second row, the 33 of Andrew Perry, the 88 of Matt Eddy, the 7 of Jacob Schmutz next to the 24 of Stephen Pierce in row number 3. And then Joey and Dylan Connor, the 90 and 91, inside and out in row number 4. McLaughlin, the 77, inside row 5 with Marvin Turnmeyer, the 16 to his outside. Your 6th row, Andrew Sheminsky, the 53 inside, and Andrew Rutherford on the outside. Then DJ Oxford, the 22, John Brenner, the 46, making up row 7. Row number 8 is the 99 of John Sheminsky and Scott Binger in the 69. Row 9, the 7, Pete Dillon, the 164, Jeff Brunner, and we will not have the 43 on the back. We are shuffling things up a little bit. Look at this. This is changing. While we're watching, it's going to be the 50, the 33 of Andrew Perry, and then the 88 of Matt Eddy going to the front row. With the 7 of Schmutz and the 24 of Perry. Then the 2 Connors, and Adam Vinny is the driver that goes all the way back to that inside of a row number 4. Actually, he's going to the outside with Colin Penn. So the front row went to row 4. Everybody else moved up. Wild invert. All right, we're ready to go green. 35 times around. Hello, Beers. Good to see you back in the chat. If I don't see you again this week, Merry Christmas.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flags in the air. Andrew Perry got a pretty good start there. I think Matt Eddy might have missed a shift because he almost got run over from behind by the 24 of Pierce. Schmutz trying to hang tough on the inside. He probably will do everything he can not to give up that inside position right there. Joey Connor looks like he is going to go hard on the outside. That can either be a blessing or a curse. They were almost 3 wide for the lead up front. Stephen Pierce is wanting to get it going, and the 2 up front are racing side by side. Matt Eddy leading that lap from the outside. He just can't quite clear Andrew Perry. Right in the middle of the corner, Perry gets the nose there. Connor is trying to park the guys behind him, make them give him some space. It's what you got to do. Can't let them be all over you and you want to run a certain line and then putting their nose on the inside, but it's going to go. So the front has not gotten from side by side yet. They are 5 laps into this thing. We're still side by side at the front of this field. Single file, 3 cars behind, Pierce, Connor, and Vinny. Joey Connor is leading that second group. He's side by side with Jacob Schmutz. He's got Sean McLaughlin behind. And then Marvin Turnmeyer is up on the outside. They're 2 wide behind that as well. Colin Penn and Andrew Rutherford. We got to go look at the front because they're still side by side. This is continuing to go on, and here we go. We got the parking lot. Colin Penn having a problem. Don't know if it was him or if somebody else got into him. But he is the car that's going to be scored as the first to have incident. Oh, yeah, Marvin Turnmeyer and Sean McLaughlin tap. That causes a big pileup right there. Oh, Pete Dillon got whacked in the right-hand door. Shouldn't hurt his car any, but he got whacked in the right-hand door. So we'll go back live as we've slowed it down, and Matt Eddy had the point. When the caution came out, he'll be scored first. Andrew Perry, Stephen Pierce, then Dylan Connor, Adam Vinny, Joey Connor. Jacob Schmutz, brother. Where did Joey Connor go to? Oh, Joey Connor went to the pits. Well, Joey Connor's had some kind of issue. He has dropped out of the race. Not sure what happened to him. We know Colin Penn was involved in that incident. He's rolling back off pit road right there in front of the leaders. It started a little bit in front of him with Turnmeyer and McLaughlin. So lights are off on our pace car. We're ready to go green.
Green flag, green flag.
Andrew Perry got a pretty good start on the outside. I think he was afraid of getting a black flag right there, and he checked up. That's going to open the door for Stephen Pierce. Pierce was all over the back end of Eddie right there, and he had to kind of get it back in line, so they're going to stay too wide, too deep at the front. Vinny still fifth. Rutherford trying to work to the inside on Schmutz for 6th and 7th. Andrew Szymanski behind that, and then Scott Bittinger in 9th, and John Brunner back there in 10th. Going to watch the front pretty intently here because they are staying side by side. Whoa, big slide. 3 wide down the backstretch. They sort that out, and they think a little bit better of it, and that's probably pretty smart. Now at Eddie goes across. Here we go. This is what's going to start it all. Adam Vinny up 3 wide in the middle. He is going to get some help down the backstretch, keeping the car straight. Rutherford was there to help him out with that. But Adam Vinny is going to go all the way to second. Man, that was a heck of a stack up right there. Andrew Perry and Rutherford with contact out of 2. 1 car loose, the other up alongside. You can't tell. Oh, a little net code tap, and now we might have another caution. We might not. Wow, great driving, Andrew. That was a fantastic piece of driving by Andrew Perry, and a good job everybody behind him for not piling into that. But now he is in peril, and he's got the right rear so hot. Connor got by. Now Szymanski's trying to get by. Bittinger got in. This is a wreck that's going to cause the caution. He got that car so far sideways. Right back here. He was drifting it, then got into Szymanski a little bit. Bounced it off the wall, tried to get back down in line, and Bittinger was already there. As soon as they start getting a little free, you got to really drive the heck out of them, and sometimes on the exit, they'll get a little worse. But Stephen Pierce, Adam Vinny, Andrew Rutherford, Joey Connor, Andrew Szymanski, Scott Bittinger, Jacob Schmutz, and Sean McLaughlin. Then Pete Dillon. Finally up into the top 10, Pete Dillon. He started 17th. We are only 13 laps into this, and he is already inside the top 10, so he just needs a little more good fortune in the 7 car. might be right up here at the front, challenging. All right. Looks like this one's going to be a fun one, guys. Slipping, sliding, gliding kind of all over the place. Trying to keep it out of one another. So we'll double them up, get ready for our third start. Pace car's going to get out of the way. Who's going to get the good start here? Will it be the 64? We saw him have a good start in his heat race. He does not here. Pierce is going to be able to get by. Can Vinny fight back and get back up there? Yeah, I didn't think that Connor would leave that door open for very long, and he surely dropped right down in front. He had to back off, and Rutherford almost opened the door for Vinny right there. And now Adam Vinny's going to have to fight to stay third. He's going to stay on that outside line. There's been a lot of traction up there. Didn't look like there was any on the exit that time for Vinny as he lets Connor get alongside. We are inside 20 to go. Coming around, it's going to be 18 this time, and Pierce is still out front. Vinny settling in. Getting the car up underneath him. He needs a good exit on one of these corners, or he needs for Connor to just touch the apron a little bit. Get that car a little loose. Instead, he does. Scott Bittinger got loose behind. That got to open the door. Sean McLaughlin's around. And we're going to have caution. It's going to happen right in front of him. 69-53. Oh, tap there and across the oh, and he caught that left rear, and then Pete Dillon gets a piece. Matt Eddy gets a piece. And McLaughlin's got a little left rear damage. The rest of the car looks pretty good. So we're going to be at 15 to go when we take the green. We are more than halfway. Pierce, Rutherford, Connor, Vinny, Shemensky, Bittinger, Eddy, John Shemensky, Andrew Schmutz, and Colin Penn is back in the top 10 again. Andrew Perry, John Brunner, DJ Oxford, Pete Dillon, Sean McLaughlin, Turnmeyer, Jeff Brunner, Joey Connor, and Reed Rundle, all retirees from the event. Yep, the old limousine. He was looking tough there. He's going to need to get tough again right here. He needs the 35 to get a great start, and he needs to be timed up with him. Those two might be able to make some noise here if they can get good starts on that outside line. We've seen the outside line be great. Maybe 2 restarts or 2 starts. The outside line has been off just a little bit. Not 9 again. No, not tonight. Not on Sunday. We don't do that. We got in trouble for that, actually, so we kind of stopped doing that. Apparently someone didn't think it was as fun as we all did.
Green flag.
Green flag back in the air. 16 laps to go. Rutherford didn't get a terrible start, but he didn't get that launch like everybody else off that outside row has. And Adam Vinny did not get a fantastic restart there. Kind of fell back off the door of the 91. He opened things up for the 53 of Shemensky. Side by side at the front, and Rutherford is making a race out of it. 14 to go that time. We saw the first 7 or 8 laps. It was Matt Eddy and Stephen Pierce, door to door.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution again. DJ Oxford going to have issues back here, so let's go check that out. 22 car of Oxford. He may get He may get some blinky help. Oh, boy. Yeah, we can't. Ooh, that's hard to watch when they're blinking all over. Light connection issues there. It looked like he got to the outside, maybe off the nose of the 46 of Brunner. But when there's a car high, you can't go there. That's all I'll say about that. Panda in chat now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to say it again and again before we get out of here, but everybody please have a Merry Christmas. If we don't see you before, Happy New Year's. Be safe New Year's Eve. We'll be around, and if there's any special events that we get called for, we'll probably cover them. Otherwise, you're going to have Sunday, Monday, and Friday for this week and next week. And then that following week, the 5th through the 10th, you'll have Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that's kind of a quick synopsis of the next 3 weeks. We are doubling back up. We are going to be at 13 laps to go. Rutherford got a good start the last time. He was able to stay side by side. The limousine needs to get himself a little quicker start this time. He's got Bittinger behind who may give him a push.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. Pierce got a pretty good start. Rutherford may be able to drive back alongside as Pierce was really gentle getting out of 2. And they're going to stay side by side. It's going to be a 3-wide situation, I can tell you right now. Either one of those 2 guys slip up there on that front row. The 91 car, he'll try to thread the needle. He'll go wider than all of them, or he will shove his way underneath. Make them give him a little bit of space because he's there. And he is ready to pounce. We're going to be at 10 to go this time by a big slide from the 35. Boy, you don't want to do that too much. You don't want that right rear to get too warm. Yeah, that's what happens right there. Dipsy doing a bobbledy weave, and just like that, the 91 around the 35. Caution. Colin Bend, 52 car. He was involved in one, or he might have been the driver that was battling up front with Matt Eddy. Oh, 33. A little loose on the exit, come down, got in that right rear. Yeah, several cars got into that. Brunner got into it. Oxford got into it. So, well, if he's ever going to get a good restart, he's got to have it now. Stephen Pierce got the toughest guy on the track up on his outside now. So he is going to have a good restart. This is the one he wants to be absolutely perfect on. John Brunner is taking his car to the pit area. So has Andrew Perry. Let's see. He's still sitting there. We'll see if he can get back out or not. But it's Pierce, Connor, Rutherford, Vinny, Andrew Szymanski, Eddie, John Szymanski, Bittinger, Schmutz, Dillon, McLaughlin, Oxford, and Penn. 14 cars. Jeff Brunner back on track. He is 15 laps down according to timing and scoring. We will have 9 laps remaining. Coming out of 4, green flag coming out.
Green flag, green flag.
Pierce does not get a bad start. He clears the 91 by just a few feet. That'll open the door for Rutherford to try to get there. Now the 91 dives across the nose, and I don't know. Here we go. Adam Vinny's in trouble. Got tapped from behind by the 53. Got the car a little sideways. He's able to gather it back up. He's going to hang on to 5th. They're stacked up behind him. Top 4 starting to break away. Rutherford and Shemensky. And I thought they were about to go at it, but they are not, it looks like. Stephen Pierce hanging tough. He's got a car and a half or 2 cars, but I can tell you right now, the 91, well, he's just playing with his food. He is sizing things up. He's going to pick the spot. And in the next 4 laps, he is going to change his entry line, or he's going to change his exit line. And he is going to go right up beside that 24. He's picking the spot right now. Looks like the entry to 1 is going to be good for him. Exit of 4, pretty good right there. He's sized it up now. About 2 laps, and he is going to pounce all over those Cheetos. He'll see if he can break Chester Cheetah's heart right here. Pierce hanging tough, not giving him really a lot of space. Moved up a little that time, and that was probably exactly what the 91 wanted. Yeah, he's got him up off the line now. Like I said, he was playing with his food. 3 to go. Gonna be 2 to go this time. Pierce had the lead. Now it's Connor by just a nose with 2 to go. Rutherford is right there. He needs these 2 to make contact with each other and break their own momentum. That car length that time, and it's just going to grow and grow and grow. As he got Pierce up off the bottom, we're under the white flag, and now Pierce is going to have to do masterful bit of driving. He may get a break right there as Connor lost it a little out of 2 and Stephen Pierce out of 4. He's going to grab the win. Rutherford second. Connor's coming across sideways in 3rd. Let's go back, and we're going to watch this. Last 2 laps where they get everybody around. Woo, there it is. This is the final lap. And he tried to gas it up right here. They come back together. And he pancakes the inside wall, but he still manages to finish in 3rd. Shemensky and Vinny 4 and 5, so good runs for those guys. Oh, let's see. We'll get ready for these boys to show up in here. I don't see a Stephen Pierce, nor do I see a Dylan Connor. But those guys always seem to make it down here. So we'll give them a moment. We'll wait for them to show up. We want to talk to our 3rd place driver. Just waiting for these guys to make their way in. We may only get to talk to Andrew Rutherford as, oh, nope, there's Dylan Connor. Now we can grab him. Now we get the driver of the 91 in here. Dylan Connor, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Tough finish there. Heck of a battle. You made it easy early, but then late, man, you ran into somebody that wasn't just willing to get out the way.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was a good race. It was just hard racing. That's all it was. He's especially with how hot the track was, it was just super free up off. And if you could get out in clean air and kind of run your line by yourself, didn't aggravate the tires that bad. But if you had to race somebody side by side, you had about 3 or 4 laps, and then they was just going to get free, and it's just whoever gets free first. And I slipped and made a mistake on the backstretch, and tried to stick it in there in 3 and 4, and he got a little free and came down, and it was just good racing, but still able to pull off a podium, so I'm happy with that.
Well, I kind of say this every time I watch you get up and you don't grab the lead early and just kind of control the race. When it comes down to 5, 6, 7 laps to go, I tell everybody that you're kind of sitting back there kind of playing with your food, because I watch you. And you move your line a little this way. You play a little peekaboo in the mirror, and you get that guy not looking where he's supposed to be looking, and the next thing you know, you get alongside of him. I know every bit of that is planned. Do you get a big grin when you're back there doing that?
I mean, it is. It makes it. It does make it fun. But it's. I don't know. It's just a lot of tracks. When you run on here for a while, a lot of tracks. When you get to running, when all the cars get to run in the same groove, and you can kind of get out of that groove, you kind of find a little extra grip. And I've learned, just like I said, different tracks. Rather it's high or low, you can usually find a little bit more grip, especially after it's been multiple laps put down with a bunch of rubber. And yeah, it's just all about finding it.
All right, man. Well, give me some shout-outs and some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here tonight.
Well, yes, sir. I want to thank you for being up in the booth for us as always. I want to thank Reed and Peter and everything they do for the league and putting it on. I want to thank the league sponsors, Beardsconsin, Wabam, Scrub It Up. If I'm missing any, I apologize. I'm still learning them. But I want to thank my sponsors, Purrier Race Parts, Chris and Alan Purrier with Cold War Banker Elite, and my buddy Caleb for helping out.
All right, man. Well, you stay safe for the next couple of weeks. Have some happy holidays. Come back and see us here in about 2 weeks on Sunday.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right, Dylan Connor going to finish in third. And now let's try to go over here and let's see if we can get this guy. Andrew Rutherford, you got a copy?
I got you. How you doing, Roger?
I am doing pretty good. I'm trying to look at your car. Oh, there we go. Now we got it. I was trying to get your car on the screen there. You're the only one that left it for me, so thank you for that.
Yes,
you kind of just worked your way into a couple of positions. You sat there and waited. You were patient. I don't know what you were expecting from those two at the end, but the seas kind of parted, and the only car you couldn't get to was the 24.
Yeah, man, we ran them pretty hard for a couple of restarts on the outside. It was a good fun race. Yeah, it was fun. Just hard. It's hard to pass here, especially with these things being down on power. You kind of kill the momentum once you get up there, and then they hit the chip, and then you kind of just flatten out. But it was a really good race. The front group was really clean. We had some issues to clean up there in the back of the pack, but for the most part, it was a really fun race.
Looked like you got the right rear hot a couple of times, and she started to get a little squirrely on the exits for you.
Yeah, I tried to get the momentum up off the corner on the outside of the 24, and when you do that, you do lean on the right rear pretty hard. So I definitely felt it giving up on me, so you kind of fall back in line and kind of ride, try to get the temperature back down, then make another run at it. But definitely for sure.
One awesome run, man. I'm going to let you give me a few shout-outs before we let you get out of here.
All right, I think my beautiful girlfriend's watching. Rochelle, hey, miss you, love you. She's up in the UP hanging out with some family for the holidays. Hopefully she comes back here soon. I'd like to thank Devin Ravalier Custom PCs for building me an awesome computer to run this iRacing. I thank Lane Automotive and Force Engineering and the Real World Racing, and Ronnie York, car owner. And I'd like thank you for the broadcast and the guys that put this league on. They do an awesome job. Week in, week out, I know it's a lot of work, and they do a good job.
All right, man. Well, happy holidays to you. We'll see you back here in a couple of weeks.
Yes, sir, Roger. Merry Christmas to you and everybody out there. Thank you.
Andrew Rutherford finishing in second, and unfortunately, it does not look like we're going to get to chat with Stephen Pierce. I wish we would. I wish he was over here because I really, really, really would like to talk to him, but he is nowhere in our Discord, so I cannot grab him. But, man, he did a fantastic job, and I'd really like to hear him celebrate this win when you go toe-to-toe with one of the best in the league, and you're able to come out with it. You definitely have earned the right to come up here and crow a little, toot your own horn, whatever you want to call it. And unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get here. Either way, while we wait, let's see if he does make it over. Let's take a look at these results real quickly. Pierce, Rutherford, Connor, 1, 2, 3. Shemensky and Vinny 4, 5. Eddie in 6th. John Shemensky 7th. McLaughlin 8th. Penn 9th, Schmutz was 10th, 11th was Perry, Bidinger 12th, Oxford 13th, Pete Dillon 14th. John Brunner 15th, 16th was Jeff Brunner, Marvin Turnmeyer 17th, and 18th was Joey Connor. And I still do not know what happened to the 90 car, but early exit for him, and that's unfortunate. I think we're going to run out of time. We're not going to get a chance to talk to Stephen Pierce. That is very unfortunate. We hate it when that happens. But the drivers sometimes just don't make it into the chat, so it is what it is. Do not forget to tune in 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night. Rock and K Logistics Big Block Modifieds, Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night Thunder show number 1, and show number 2, the Justin Jim Steakhouse 360 Wing Sprint Cars. That's a 9:30 start time. Drop in, say hi, and then the rest of the week we will have off for the holidays until we get to Friday, and the American Dirt Series comes back late. The 10 o'clock Eastern start time for them on Friday, the 27th. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here. Without you, there's no reason for us to do any of this. And without all the great leagues giving us awesome racing like we saw here again tonight, nothing for us to cover. High fives and pats on the back all the way around. Merry Christmas to everybody. If we don't see you before, have a happy and safe New Year. Come back and see us as soon as you can. Until we do see you the next time, keep your